Gehi & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. For all of your immigration matters, call 1-877-GEHI-LAW for a free personal consultation. 1-877-GEHI-LAW.
Hello viewers, this is Attorney Gehi, and today we are going to talk about a very important issue which is affecting a lot of spouses in the United States. This issue is affecting US citizen spouses and permanent resident spouses who are sponsoring their relatives abroad. So the program for today is denial of fiancé visas and spousal visas by consulates in foreign countries. I've been getting a lot of complaints that Mr. Gehi, I am an American citizen and I sponsored my spouse in a foreign country. For example, you sponsored your spouse or you sponsored your fiancé. And someone just told me that Mr. Gehi, I did not get married, but I had a fiancé in a foreign country. And we met online and we have a fantastic relationship and everything went great. So finally, I flew down to Sweden and I met this wonderful Swedish woman. The weather was awesome and the meeting was just out of this world and we hit it right there. And after that, I was all excited after I met this beautiful woman and I just want her to be the woman of my life. And when I came back, I immediately hired a lawyer. I filed documents to get a fiancé visa. I did not get married and I applied for the fiancé visa. And I was all excited about the process and I was talking to my wonderful fiancé that how soon she's going to come to the United States. Everything was going well and dandy. But after I started the immigration process, I had a big problem. And the problem was that when my fiancé went to the interview before the American consulate was not convinced with my relationship and my fiancé's relationship, and her fiancé visa was denied. And I'm extremely worried and I'm troubled by this happening. What should I do now? Now, this is a common occurrence which has been happening in a lot of cases. Now, why does this happen? This happens because probably both of you were not very well prepared for the interview. Now, what happens when they deny it? When they deny it, it's not a good thing. This means that it's important for you to get the right legal representation. Because once it's denied, means the consulate officer on most occasions is suspecting your relationship with your fiancé. But the most common answer I get from people, well, Mr. Gehi, you don't know how much I love her, how much I care for her. But those are common things. But the law expects you to have the right documentary evidence as well as the right paperwork if you want to sponsor your fiancé or your spouse. So right now, we're talking about the fiancé visa denials, which means only if you're an American citizen, you can qualify someone to come in as a fiancé to the United States. Now, you met this wonderful lady in India or in any other country or in Norway, Sweden, or in the UK, and you applied for her and your papers are denied. Now, is there light at the end of the tunnel? Can you get to the United States? Yes, provided the burden of proof is going to be a little higher now because your first application got denied. Our law firm has clients from all over the United States and the world. So even if you're sitting in Ohio, and if you're watching the show, doesn't mean that we cannot represent you. We represent clients from all over the United States and the world, and most of our clients don't even see us. So in a sense that if your fiancé visa is denied, and right now the consulate has sent you a letter that they're not very convinced about the relationship, and they need some more time to investigate, means that they may not be intending to give your fiancé a visa. In this instance, if you are in a situation like this, it's very simple. Either call us if you're in New York or in some of the states nearby, and call us at 718-263-5999 for a free initial personal consultation. Or what you can do, very simple, shoot me an email directly at info@immigrationquestion.com. Our website is immigrationquestion.com. It's very easy to remember. So info@immigrationquestion.com. Let me know about your situation. Always include your phone number, because sometimes I love to talk to people. Like recently, I just actually hung up the phone and I was speaking to the client in Mississippi. So it doesn't matter where you are, and if you want to get your fiancé here, we'll be glad to fight with immigration for you, and we'll try to get her here, provided you have a bona fide relationship with your fiancé. So now we just spoke about the fiancé part of it. Now there are two types of fiancés. Ones are those wherein you intend to get married to her within the 90-day period after she comes here. Means you haven't married her. The other type of visa is when you're married, and that's known as a K-3. So in a way, the procedure is the same. Just wanted to point out the difference for you. Now, let's go to another section now. Now, you're not dealing with a fiancé, but you're dealing with someone with whom you've already gotten married. You're married to this lady or to this wonderful man. But the problem is that when your spouse appeared at the interview, the consulate officer was not convinced with the relationship, or he is denying the visa because in the past your spouse had tried to commit an immigration fraud. Now, does that mean that he will not be able to come in forever? Depends on the type of bar which appears under Section 212 of the Act. For some bars, luckily there are waivers, but for some bars there are no waivers. That depends on your situation, which means that when your spouse appeared for a visa in a foreign country, and if the consulate is not giving him or her a visa, even if the case is extremely complex, easy way to do it, info@immigrationquestion.com. Send me an email with your phone number, with all the facts of your case, and if you're serious about retaining a firm, we'll be happy to get back to you, even if you're in Texas, or even if you're sitting and watching the show in Chicago, if you're in Georgia, in Tennessee, in Michigan, or any state in the country. So we handle cases from all over the United States and the world when it comes to immigration matters. And most of our clients don't even see us. So now we're talking about the denial. What happens when the consulate denies a case? We'll have to investigate the fact as to what's happening. Sometimes the consulate sends a case back to the service center. Now people ask me, Mr. Gay, I need my wife or my husband here right now. Remember one thing, you will have to be patient. Because if you're not patient, things will not work. Because immigration takes a long time to see that the case is getting transferred from the consulate to the service center. And it can be very aggravating. You even feel like punching your own lawyer sometimes. But at the end of the day, it's not the lawyer, it's just the system. There's a saying in English, slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes things may be slow, but at the end of the day, we need to plan it beautifully. And if our planning and execution is correct, and if you have a bona fide relationship, the good news is that you can definitely consider that you will succeed. Because at the end of the day, what does immigration law require? They want to see that you have the bona fide intention of establishing a relationship with your spouse or your fiancé. If you have any complicated immigration matter, for example, even if your fiancé or if your spouse is in the United States, and if you want her to get a green card, the bottom line is call 718-263-5999 for a free initial personal consultation, or email me at info at immigrationquestion.com. And our website is immigrationquestion.com, very difficult to forget. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be glad to assist you with your spouse, with your fiancé, even if she's in the United States, whether she's legal or illegal here, or if she's abroad, and even if there are complications, we can assist you. This is Attorney Naresh Gehi, Principal of Gehi & Associates. We'll be back again with our viewers with some more interesting news from the world of law. The Instant program constitutes an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York, and we handle immigration cases from all over the United States and the world.
Gehi & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. For all of your immigration matters, call 1-877-GEHI-LAW for a free personal consultation. 1-877-GEHI-LAW.